Hello guys, welcome back to the channel Live Well, and in this video guys we're going to be doing our potato sowing guys. Yes I. Guys, so we got our bed ready guys, giving it a light watering, but as you know here very dusty, very dry, so I'm definitely gonna have to come back and water again once we finish. But it's just a little watering just to keep the bed a little bit moist. Yes guys, so as a gardener, right, growing potatoes, trust me, you feel good about it, you know. I mean, it's like you put one seed in and it's gonna multiply. I mean, you can't go wrong with that guys. And like I always try to say, grow your own food guys. So that's what we're doing here right now. I'm growing my own food, right? And I'm trying to do this as organically as possible. No fertilizers, nothing like that. It's just gonna go straight in the soil and maybe a little bit of compost, which I'm gonna be using guys to feed the soil. And that's it, that's all it's going to have, right? So when we start guys, we're gonna be trying to go to roughly about, say, 10 centimeters down into the soil guys, that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna be putting our potatoes in. And as you can see, these guys are not cheating yet, so they will take a little while before they come up, maybe a good 2 to 3 weeks before I even see any sort of a life on top of the soil. Alright guys, so even though I've showed putting it in, one of the next best things I like to do as well, right guys, is to just lay them out to make the spacing. And I try to put them guys, they're like, a foot apart or 30 centimeters, it depends, how you see it or how you like to measure. Doing this will give me a rough idea of how many potatoes I'm going to be laying down this year. And also, I've already got my spacing. Now, some people do the first way, which is just dig the ground, put them in straight away. This is just another way, and I find that way is a little bit more, I would say easier, but it just makes life a little bit easier for you to see where your potatoes are going to be going in advance, guys. Right, so as you know as well, these potatoes I'm growing are called Charlottes. And Charlottes are second early potato, which means that they grow in about 2 months, 2 to 2.5 months. These guys will be ready because they are not a long crop potato. Yes guys, so as I was saying, yeah, these guys are second early, right? And the way that they're like a waxy kind of potato. Very nice guys. You can make them into like a first early tomato. I'm sorry, a first early potato. You can eat them as that, or you can just simply just boil them, as they are. They work perfectly. You don't have to take the skin off them. That's what I like about these particular potatoes guys, the Charlotte potatoes. Alright guys, as well, the great thing about growing potatoes is you don't really need like a tremendous amount of tools, like once your ground is prepared, someone like me on a no-dig gardening, I just use my shovel. That's what we're using. I use my shovel to measure how deep I need to put it, and then it works perfectly fine. So you don't need like a whole heap of tools, you get me? That's why it's so easy to grow potatoes. Once you put them in the ground, you leave them, you water them lightly every so often, and then you should have more than one potato at the ending of it, guys. My bed's a little bit hard, guys, so I may have to just soften the area where I'm going to be putting the potato. Just the area. Simple as that, guys. Yeah, guys, so like I was saying earlier, I'm growing mine straight. They haven't been cheated, so they may take a little bit longer to come up. But if you want your potatoes to kind of, come up a little bit quickly, one of the things you can do is basically chip them. You put them by a windowsill, leave them there for a few days, and then you shall see the eyes kind of start to open up, and then your potato starts growing from there. And then, so that's like a bit of a head start. Hence why they call it cheating, I suppose. You're kind of like cheating. But yeah, I don't mind just putting it straight in the ground and just being a little bit patient. And then as time comes, they will grow. So I'd say about 2 weeks from now, I should start seeing my potatoes pushing up out of the ground. So I'm fine with that, guys. I'm fine with that. And like I like to say around about that time, guys, what potatoes are you growing this year? I mean, what variety? Are you growing a long crop? Are you growing a second early? I mean, which one, you know? Mine this year is Charlotte's. It's one that I try to grow every year. I just like the way they taste, you know? Right, guys, and also, when your potatoes start to grow, it's a good idea to earth them out, you know what I'm saying to you? So you're basically gonna add more compost, or if you have enough soil, or I mean compost or dirt around your beds, you can then add it to the bed, just to give them more depth, and then you may get more potatoes growing. But these are not, these are second early, how would I call it? They're determined potatoes, so they all grow in the same area. They don't really grow up the stem. So more times, the only reason why you may need to earth these up is because they might just be sticking out at the ground. You know, if you have a good bounty of potatoes, they will be sticking up, and you may need to cover them from the sun. But that's the only reason why these guys here made it mounting up. But other potatoes, they kind of grow up the stem, and then as the potato grow, you mount it up, and then you're going to get more potatoes coming out. But not with these guys. So that's a good thing. Yes, guys, the potato, you know, it's a good crop to grow, guys. If you're a beginner gardener, I definitely recommend you try some potato. As you know, we can grow the potato in our beds, in our garden beds. We can also grow them in pots. We can grow them in sacks. I mean, if you've got tires, you can even grow them in tires, guys. Potato is a very, very versatile crop to grow. And like I said, you start off with one, and you may get like, say, 8 to 9 potatoes from just the one. So it's good multiplication when you think about it, guys. And it's been feeding us for a very, very long time. Yeah, so, you know, grow some potato, guys. Grow some potatoes. Yes, guys, one of my subscribers, My Rusty Gardening, she's doing a potato challenge, guys. You know, My Rusty Garden. She's doing a potato challenge, and I've accepted, you know. So it's basically one potato in a pot, and then we're going to see, you know, how much potatoes we get from it. Maybe we weigh them up as well. These guys are not going to give you much weight, but hopefully we should still get some potatoes from them. So yes, Ali, your challenge is on. So once I leave here, I'm going to show you my start and how I'm doing it. Bless up, guys. And yes, guys, we're back at home in the garden. So this is the potato I'll be using this year. I'm going to be using this pot, one potato, one pot, right? So we're just going to be roughly about the same as what I'll be doing in the ground, guys. And as you can see, it feels like it's about to rain now, so maybe I'll just leave it and let the rain do its thing, and if not, I'll be giving it some more water, guys. So hopefully in 2 months I should be revealing my tomatoes from my potatoes from my one potato challenge, guys. So on that note, let's live well, and together we grow. Bless.